Rise with Me by Dane Luery Shaw here. Upon the great mountain, the beloved of the sun sing to her, a song of love and devotion, to battle and glory. The golden sun, her light ever shining, bathes our faces in warmth and scorches our enemies, burning them to holy ash. Yet even the radiant sun must rest, and so we are left without her, cold and naked and alone. At the mercy of those who stalk in the dark, we mourn for her as she slumbers, knowing she never wishes to part from us, the last wink of twilight, her fading farewell kiss. Yet the night we would miss her most dearly, the darkness long and bitter, we persuade her to stay longer and dance with us to her own music. Twilight's kiss extended, a roaring flame that thaws through a winter's grasp. The sun stays awake all through the night, whispering her sweet secrets until the dawn. We battle the lull of darkness for her, for the love she bears us, and we gaze upon her glory as we show her our own. Hymn of the Dawn, Tablets 16, lines 33-60. Letter from Initiate Priestess Leona to an acolyte formerly in her care. 38. Toward the nadir day, blessed Diana. Your instructor, sun-sworn priestess Leona, has brought troubling information to my attention, in the hopes that I might exert influence on your future actions. It would seem as though you are beginning to voice doubt in our teachings. It is good to sharpen your understanding by asking questions, but it is unacceptable to suggest that your instructors are not well versed in the sacred texts. You must show deference to those who have studied longer and harder, who are trying to impart their wisdom and faith unto you, even if you disagree with their conclusions. I know you understand that your instructors are but mortal, as you are, as I am, and that none of us can fully understand our glory. But this is not something you should ever express to others at the temple, not unless or until you have made your initiate vows. The priestesses of Leona's rank will be unwilling to discuss this nuance with acolytes only 14 years of age, and instead will be inclined to issue punishment. For now, I urge caution and silent contemplation. Do not engage further if you do not believe that you can do so respectfully. Perhaps this is contributing to the lack of warmth you feel for the other acolytes, and that they feel for you. It is difficult to burden oneself with friendship of another who has earned the wrath of her instructors. I saw this even when you were under my tutelage last year. After your quarrel with Initiate Priestess Nice, here, I urge you to let your inner light shine through as brilliantly as I have seen in our private discussions. The other acolytes will come around. I will converse with sun-sworn priestess Leona about reinstating your speaking privileges during oratory class, if you swear to me that you will follow my advice. Otherwise, I will not speak for you. In the light, Initiate Priestess Leona. Missive from the High Office of Candescent Priestess Thalia 40. Toward the nadir, to all those faithful youth who reside within the Temple of Auroral Triumph. The journey of the sun takes her farther away from us each day as winter descends upon the mountain once again. Yet as the days grow ever shorter, we do not respond in fear. Instead, we prepare for the festival of the nightless eve, now a mere 40 rises hence. Acolytes may notice that this festival, the temple shall be using a different holy lantern glass to light the first sunspark torch than we have in ages past. We offer our gratitude to Sunforger Iazure for creating a sacred object that will outshine its predecessor. However, we condemn the actions of the even-cursed who broke the temple's lantern glass last solstice, and encourage any with knowledge of this deed to come forth. Those of you who are of age to receive your first a shield are required to attend the nightless eve and show the sun your worthiness through dance and song. You may attend in a dyad should you wish to witness the glory of the sunrise with another acolyte. Only through our devotion may the darkness be kept at bay. Diary of Diana, Ward of the Rakor 38. Toward the nadir, apparently asking Leona about why we call night the darkness was a step too far. But it's not dark at night. Not completely. There is a gentler light, not hot and burning but cool like a stream in summertime, that shines alongside the stars and illuminates my path when I walk the grounds. Why, then, do we only speak of the sun? What is this other ethereal being? Why is the sun's light the only one we are supposed to see? I would never bring that up in oratory, though. Not when Nemya has proclaimed that I am to hold my tongue for the remainder of my time in her charge for being disruptive and disrespectful and whatever. Fine. Let the other acolytes spout pretty poems when they try to make a convincing argument, and repeat the same verses over and over and over until I throw up my hands in defeat and beg the instructor to let me tear them and their flimsy conclusions apart. Today, we were supposed to discuss the upcoming festival, so Sabina gave a little speech about how excited she is to celebrate her first nightless eve with the other shield-aged. That was it. That was the whole argument. The entire point of view was, won't this be fun? Ugh, this is what Nemya has to work with, and she chooses to punish me instead. Leona volunteered to get up and argue against it, but how can you argue against I feel any emotion? She could only combat it with having a different emotion. One of exhaustion or trepidation about serving the sun the right way or something. It wasn't what I'd call captivating oration, but at least she tried. And she mentioned something about the darkness being somber, not evil, but somber, which is not actually the same thing at all, and that caught my attention. So I tried to speak after Leona, and started by asking my question about the darkness. It was meant to be rhetorical. I didn't even have the chance to talk about how the festival's just a way to reinforce how people already feel about celebrating the sun. How it is a ritual designed to subjugate us to orthodoxy instead of pursuing our own relationship with her, but apparently even that is too much for Nemya. Just because she has blessed us with light and sight doesn't mean the priesthood wants us to see things for what they really are. I can't be the first person to ever ask these questions, can I? More tomorrow. The stars have come out again, lit by that silvery glow.